towards the basket, misses one.
Hello once again, and welcome to another episode of Inside IUE Sports. I'm your host, Caleb Gillock, and believe it or not, spring sports are just around the corner. And with that, it is our tennis season preview day, and joining me to do so is head coach Erskine Ratchford. Coach, thanks for joining me today.
Great to be here.
Well, obviously, season's just around the corner. You've got to be getting excited, right?
Very much so. This year will be our first time where we have men's and women's tennis as the primary season. Also a first for us for going to Hilton Head during the spring break. They have a program there for a lot of college teams that have really good programs, good teams. We're going to immerse ourselves in that, get started against very high-level competition teams. And then when we come back, we'll be getting right into our conference matches. So we're starting out early. Hope the weather works for us there, and we're very excited about what we've got to deal with this year.
Well, the way the weather's been this past week, can't complain too far.
I love
so
68
far, right?
in February. It's just great by me.
All right, well, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about your team as we gear up for this exciting season. We'll start with the women's team. Just start with the freshman class. Talk a little bit about Brianna Ayers.
Bree, again, is a freshman. She comes with a lot of experience. Looking forward for her participation in the lineup this year. From our fall matches, you know, she's performed well. She's done well in some of the tournaments we had in October. Very steady player, makes good decisions on the court, shot selection good. She'll be a contributor to our team, so, you know, again, glad to have her as a part of the team.
All right, well, moving on, another freshman out of Hagerstown, Savannah Houck.
Savannah is new to our team. She joined our team for the spring this year. She brings an experience, too, from her high school days in tennis. Has, I think, a very athletic capability to her game, has, you know, potential for a really good serve. Again, because she's kind of new to us now in the spring, we'll be working her into the matches and things, and we'll be developing her game. So I think she's got a lot of potential. Again, you know, with her athletic ability and good serve and forehand, I think we can put that to use in upcoming matches too.
All right, another freshman, this time out of Camden, Ohio, Brooklyn Hubbard.
Brooklyn comes again from Ohio. Preble Shawnee played one there, had a really good record. She has a strong game too, probably be playing in the upper part of our lineup. A good all-court game. Again, can be aggressive when necessary, but also has consistency. So, you know, we're looking for her to play well in those upper levels of our lineup and contribute towards our overall game there.
All right, and how about Morgan Jackson?
Morgan will be playing one for us this year. Morgan is a really solid player, has a good game. She can not only be consistent, but she has a lot of power, a lot of different type shots. So, you know, I'm looking forward to her to, you know, kind of lead the pack, you know, through these matches there. With her, she probably has the most experience of all the players played since she's been very small. And so, you know, her capabilities, you know, we're looking for her again at one to lead us along there.
All right, outside of there, another freshman, Crystal Schmidt.
Crystal, you know, she's another player, played one singles on her team. Crystal's a steady player, got a very solid foundation in baseline play, got great endurance. I think we had nearly a 4-hour match in fall against one of our teams, one of the longest ones there, and she came out the victor by just wearing down her opponent. So I'm looking for her to also bring some W's in for our team. Always fun to watch her play out there. You know, she loves playing, and she doesn't mind just doing whatever it takes to give that 100% effort.
Before we move on to the next freshman, what was it like to see her do so well in that long match?
She had never really been pushed to that type of level, not only in terms of level of play, but the physicality of playing such a match that required so much physical demands. she surprised herself, and her mother had never seen her play to that level. I mean,
Right.
both players in that match began to get cramps, and it was just long running, hard points. But she persisted. She was able to adjust her game, and I was extremely proud of that result. A lot of players could have folded and said,
Right.
I've had enough. She just kept coming back for more, and again, she loves playing the game.
All right. Well, definitely great to see the next freshman, Kaitlyn Venezia.
Kaitlyn comes from a good program, Avon. Solid player. She's been working. She played great in the fall, but she's been working on her game. I would say her biggest improvement's been in the power department. She's starting to hit the ball with much more power, more aggressively. She will probably play 2 in our lineup there, and again, I'm counting on her to bring home those W's too. Just a solid player, and again, lots of experience.
All right. Your thoughts overall on the freshman class, what they've got to bring to your team this year?
Well, I think the experience, their competitive ability, their enjoyment of playing, they're all very much self-motivated to want to do good out there, so I don't have to push them. They just want to go play, and they like the competitive aspects of tennis. So to me, that's a great formula for success.
Right. All right. Well, let's move on to the sophomore class and start with Madison Victor.
Yeah, Madison has been a solid player for us too. She plays good doubles. She's got a good solid baseline game too. She's able to have a great ability to select shots that seem to diminish the capabilities of her player, find the weaknesses and things in her opponent's game. So looking for her, to get a chance to get in there and play for us and do what she does best, and bring some W's home for us.
How about Rebecca Lockhart?
Rebecca, and I guess you could say Sarah.
Sarah, yeah.
You see one, all I know is one's left, one's right. Really, they love playing tennis. I like the way they play their doubles games. Both of them they like to play aggressively, hit the ball. They enjoy, seems to come to the net. Would like to get them into the matches too. It's nice to have a team where I've got such a good level of players. I think that's a big advantage when you've got a team that the overall level of players are pretty consistent there. Some teams may be strong at the upper positions and weak at the lower. We're pretty constant there. So having, players, like Sarah and Rebecca there, and along with all our others, gives us a real chance to, mix and match and set ourselves up for a winning match.
All right. Well, the last sophomore, Sally Wilhoit.
Sally, again, #1 player, solid player. You got a long history. Her family, I think everybody in her family has played tennis in some manner there. She has a good baseline game. Forehand, I think, is her big strength there. She's pulled in some W's for us in the fall. I'm looking forward to having her play in our lineup and, do some great singles, and she's played some good doubles for us too. So again, just another good player for us there to help balance our lineup there.
All right. Well, no juniors on the team, so let's go ahead and move ahead to the seniors and talk a little bit about Jordan Bowman.
Jordan has been, a player that's been with us for the 4 years. She's, worked hard on her game. She's, I think, a consistent player. Enjoys playing doubles, and I think she matches up well with her partners there, seems to complement them. Look forward to getting her, a lot into matches, primarily the doubles matches, where she works very effectively with.
All right, and last but not least, Brittany Heather.
Brittany's been with us too, and again, just a solid player. She's developed her game, forehand, backhand, her court movement around there, her serves. She's just got an all-around good game there, and certainly capable in being competitive with most players on the team. So again, looking forward to getting her in there. She plays a good doubles game. So again, we've got so many options with the quality of players we have.
All right, we'll talk a little bit about what you expect to see out of your team this spring.
Well, this spring, I think with the capability of our players and what we're doing now, and the fact that they have improved their game, I'm looking for us to do very well in our conference. We're playing some matches out of our conference. We're going against some tough competition. It's just to make us stronger. We certainly are playing some established programs that have got a history of good teams. It'll be challenging for us, but we're going to use those matches to help us build our strength up, because our goal is to try to win this conference for the ladies this year. Because if we can win the conference, we go to the Nationals, and that's our goal. We want to get to the Nationals.
All right. Well, there you have it from Coach Ratchford talking a little bit about his women's tennis team as they gear up for this spring. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back and we'll talk about the men's tennis team next here on Inside IUE Sports.